Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, welcome to the start of my figure assembly and painting challenge that I've set myself. Now, as you may know, that I've just started a refurbish of my little place, so I need to put all my tools that I'm going to be needing to do this to one side, because I need to put them in a box separately, which I can keep coming back to. So I've packed up everything and I've left these items out. Hopefully these will only be the items that I'm going to be needing. So to kick off with, we've got Tamiya ordinary cement, Tamiya extra thin. Next to that we've got a pot of super glue. This is medium, yes it is medium velocity. Next to that we have the perfect putty, which is my filler of choice. This is made by Deluxe Materials. Great stuff. You can paint this on, use water to smooth it. You don't need very much sanding. Next to that we've got a couple of clamps, which is self-explanatory. A couple of paintbrushes just to actually put the filler on and to smooth it off. Next I've got a pin vise with a 1mm drill bit in and 1mm silver coated copper wire. Onto my scalpels, which is my main weapon, should I say, my main choice. This particular one, I prefer these two X-Acto knives. Everyone has their personal choice. I have got X-Acto knives, I don't get on with them. This scalpels, I just absolutely love them, especially this one. This one is, as you can see, is bladed both sides on the hook. So that means that you can actually get in places and cut downwards, upwards, backwards. It doesn't really matter. Whichever way that blade, you can get that blade in, you can cut. And it's great for just removing flash around the back of items. So that's one of my main ones. The second one is my flat number 3 scalpel with, it's got number 6 blade, which is a flat blade. This is fantastic for removing seam lines because you can actually use it in that way to drag and it will do a dead flush scrape, which is brilliant. The second one is my hack knife, as I call it. This will hack through anything, cut through anything, fingers, bone, you name it, it'll go through it. I do have other scalpels. I have some number 4 handles with all different blades on, but them ones seem to be the ones that I seem to use the most, so they're the ones I'm keeping out. Set of side cutters, nothing too exotic. Tweezers, again, nothing too exotic. Closely followed by there's 3 diamond files there, which are half round, half round and flat. So I've left myself a choice there. The same with the real fine files, same again, except for I've got a triangle one, half round and flat, and a fully round one. And to be totally honest with you, I do use files more than I do sanding sticks. Moving on to the sanding sticks, these are just cheap nail sanding sticks. They do exactly what they say, they sand. If I need anything smaller, as you can see, I will cut these down to what size I want and to what job I'm actually doing. Behind that we have a buffing pad. These are for your nails, but they work fantastically on plastic. The final one is I actually cut them off these just to make these very flexible sanding pads, which you can grease over. You can make as small as you want to get into crevices and cracks and half circles. Just a general all-round sanding one, and I normally cut them all off, so I've got all the different courses. I normally chop these down. That one actually comes off there as and when I need them, and that, I'll be honest with you, if I need it, I'll cut it off and use it, and that's it. So they're all my weapons of choice for doing these figures. Now this is just what I've kept out for the assembly, so I'm going to get them all assembled and get them ready for painting, and then I shall just do a little bit on what paints I've ordered, what brushes, and all the other bits and pieces that I think that I'm going to need to actually try and achieve a decent painted figure. So on to the next clip of assembling. I've cut the body parts from the sprue. This is my first one. The rest of them are still on the sprue, if I can show you. They're still on the sprue. I'm going to build one at a time. This is the first one. So wish me luck. Right, as you can see, I've put him together, and he's gone together really nice. Now I will tell you that I did drill a small hole in his foot where I inserted a piece of 1mm copper wire because I need something to hold him with, and also I'm trying to get it back in the hole. I can actually cut that and actually put a hole in the diorama, so I've actually got something for him to be fixed him down, and if I don't want it, I can cut it off flush and just dab it with paint. So that is the first man complete, and I will say this for Tamir. The parts went together very well. It was nice because they've all got their own little key, so as you moved the arm, the gap got smaller and smaller, and then it just locked into place, and the seam sort of disappeared. So I was quite happy. I'm more than happy with that. So now I am going to crack on and get the rest of them done. Right, the first 5 is complete, and they all went together really well. Just got a little bit of tidying up to do on them, but I'm quite happy, so I'm going to crack on with the other 5. But there is one thing I've noticed. I'm going to have to make some, because I've got my block of wood, and there's lots of little bits, helmets and guns, and I know what I'm like. I put them into a pot, I put them into my drawer for safekeeping, and they never appear, and then I have to go scrounging around and finding bits, and then a week or so later they turn up. So I'm going to have to devise something to put these on as I'm painting them and to keep everything together. So watch this space. I'll probably be back with something. So that's the first 5, and now I'm going to crack on, and hopefully I might even be back with something to put them on. Right, half a day later, I've come up with the answer. I've just built myself this. It's just a little organiser, so I can put my little men and they're bits and pieces in the trays at the front, because like I said, I am terrible. I put bits into a little pot, put it in the drawer, go back to it and it's gone. So this way I can keep the bits and pieces that I need to be painting and have some organisation, which will be rather strange for me. Right, I am going to carry on now and get these all finished off. Right, as you can see, I've done my 10. Now they're all assembled as in assembled. They still need their webbing, backpacks and other bits and pieces fixing on. I have, I'll bring it out. I already started on one. Dirty hand, you should focus now. That's it. I've already started on one. He's got all his bits. I've just got a little bit of cleaning up here and there to do, but all in all I'm very happy with them. They've turned out really well considering they weren't expensive. They were quite cheap, and they were Tamiya. So, but they did go together really well. They look good, so I'm extremely happy. So I'm going to put all the webbing on and everything else, and then I'll let you see everything done, and we'll go from there. Welcome back, and now they are all complete. They're all ready for painting. Dead chuffed. I'm pleased the way they've turned out. It's boosted my confidence so much, and now I'm actually looking forward to actually getting stuck in and getting painted. But my little organiser has worked. I'm quite happy with that. I've dropped them down. I've got all my little bits in the front, and I'll go along the parade ground, because they've all turned out, once the camera decides to focus, there we go, they've all turned out extremely well. I'm really surprised because I'm not a Tamiya person, and I'm really pleased the way these have turned out. They went together absolutely gorgeous. I had no fit issues with them at all, just a little bit of cleaning up. I still keep spying little bits that I've got to go back to, but I should be doing them over the next few days. So I am calling that quits on the assembly work, and I'm calling it quits on this update that I'm going to upload, and I will start a new one as I start painting them from priming onwards. But I've thoroughly enjoyed doing them actually. I really have enjoyed doing them, and I'm now really looking forward to getting stuck in and getting them painted. So if you've managed to keep awake all the way through this little video, well, a long video, and there's me promising I'll keep things down to 10 minutes, and I know this has gone well over 10 minutes. Thank you very much, and keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you on the new one.